Everyone. Today's March 1st. March already. Let's talk about the games happened on February 28th, Friday night. We got a bunch of games. The first game is the Denver Nuggets beat the Detroit Pistons 134-119. Okay. Good win for the Denver Nuggets because Detroit at home, they are no slouch. And they are also one of the hottest teams coming into this one. Jokic, unbelievable, a triple-double, 23 points, 17 rebounds, and another game with 15 assists. Went 11 for 12 from the free throw line, 1 stand, 2 blocks. The only thing is he had 7 turnovers. Jamal Murray had a big one, 31 points and 5 threes, and Michael Porter Jr. hit 6 threes. For this team, if they want to go deep into the playoffs, someone else has to play well. Last year, Jamal Murray was no good at all. Because if Jamal Murray plays well and he shoots the ball well, that opens up a lot of things for everybody. They've been only giving Russell Westbrook, he had 4 fouls. Otherwise, he might have played 25, 26 minutes. But Russ, this game, Aaron Gordon did not play. He was out. They started Zeke Najee. So they're just not giving Russell Westbrook 35 minutes, which is fine. I don't know if it's a must roster given how things are in Denver and given how many minutes he's been playing. For Detroit, All-Star Thompson, his minutes is around 26 to 30 minutes now. This is also maybe a blowout, so he played fewer minutes because of it. But it doesn't matter. He still had five steals and 5 assists. He is a must roster. Tobias Harris, 12 points, 2 threes. Not the best game from him. He's been playing a lot better as of late. Kate Cunningham, one of his worst games in a month. And Malik Beasley came off the bench at 4 threes. I feel like he actually also have a case for 6th man of the year. He's probably have the second highest odds right now, and Peyton Pritchard have the best. But Peyton Pritchard has not been good. Not because he's playing bad. It's we're gonna talk about Celtics in a bit. Just like he has no usage. The second game is Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Hawks 135-119. Yeah, this one really not close. Shea, so consistent with 31 points again with 3 threes. Only got to the line 4 times. So, okay. Added 5 assists as well. Cason Wallace, he's been starting getting a lot of minutes. So, let's stream him. If you want to steal and threes, he's a perfect candidate. And Isaiah Hartenstein, even though he came off the bench this game, I don't know what happened with Chet Holmgren. Did he get hurt? Yeah. He got hurt again. Left ankle sprain. Oh my God. Okay. So maybe that's 2 weeks. So Isaiah Hartenstein, it didn't matter too much. I think, he's putting up numbers regardless. He's still gonna play close to 30 minutes even if he comes off the bench. I think maybe they want to start the game with more shooting. To see who can get hot. I don't know. Jalen Williams had 20 points, 8 assists, pretty good with 4 threes. Jalen Williams, he's not really, he's a 30th ranked player. I think, for a little stretch this season, he was a top 10 player. That was mainly due to the fact that he was getting so many defensive stats and he was having high usage because Chet Holmgren was out. Now Chet Holmgren is back with everybody healthy. He's not going to be a top 10 player. Not next year. It's just his usage really capped. We look at the Hawks. Okongwu, great. 13 rebounds, a block, 23 points. Really good efficiency here. Dyson Daniels continues to do what he does. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. And as a guard, his field goal is also fine. Right? He doesn't take that many bad shots. A lot of cutting, a lot of layups, a lot of shots in the paint. Great. Trae Young, not the best game because, OKC's perimeter defense is pretty good. 12 assists and 3 steals. Overall, not bad. When you get 12 assists and 3 steals. And Georges Niang and Karis LeVert, you can stream these guys if there's a back-to-back. You can stream Niang for 3s and Karis LeVert, a little bit everything. He actually had a decent game here, come off the bench. It's very interesting how they did this trade with the Cavaliers, right? They traded with DeAndre Hunter. They got Karis LeVert. I prefer, if I just want scoring, right, I probably prefer DeAndre Hunter. Karis LeVert can do a little bit of playmaking. Well, this game, Battle of the East, and you have the Celtics come up short. And what's crazy is, I think they started the game 25-3, and the Cavs came back. Donovan completely went off with 41 points and 5 threes, 10 for 11 from the free throw line. Amazing game from him. He really stepped up. While Garland really struggled, -17 here, and Jared Allen only played 23. So, when you're down a lot of points, you probably don't want to play Allen because offensively, you obviously still need stops, but you scoring more points is more important when you're down 20 points. So Allen played only 23 minutes. Mobley actually only played 29. They give a lot of minutes to DeAndre Hunter. And a lot of the bench guys that can space the floor, Dean Wade, right? Ty Jerome also got 21 minutes. Ty Jerome was a plus 34. So, yeah, a very interesting game from the Cavaliers because a lot of these guys off the bench, Ty Jerome, DeAndre Hunter, they are, if you give them 30 minutes, they're gonna put up numbers. I don't think this is going to be the trend moving forward. Most nights, Allen and Mobley, they're gonna play 30 plus minutes. It's just the circumstances, they were down big. So they really needed offense. For the Celtics, it looked really bad for them. And this is what I'm talking about. Jayson Tatum, sure, 46 points, great. He's a +5, okay. Jaylen Brown is a +10, 37 points. But their teammates, nobody's getting any shot. Sam Hauser hit 2 threes, okay. Luke Cornett played 19 minutes, took exactly 0 shot. Peyton Pritchard, who is a great shooter, only took 4 shots in his 25 minutes. Nobody has any usage other than Derek White. Al Horford played 37 minutes, only took 4 shots. They're just not looking to pass, right? They're just going one-on-one. Everybody is ice cold. And when you get tired in the fourth quarter, and your teammates is ice cold, what are you going to do? Tatum had an amazing game, to be honest. 46 points, 9 assists as well, 4 threes, 3 blocks, 16 points. But, just not enough. Jaylen Brown also went off. But, yeah, it's... if you Jaylen Brown also shot really well from 3 here, but if that's going to be the case in the playoffs, that's really no good. And Cavs are gonna have home court. So the next game is the Blazers beat the Brooklyn Nets 120. This Blazer team, they are a great team. Donovan Killigan played 28 minutes. That's great. 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. The problem is 2 for 7 from the free throw line, so that's something you need to pay attention to. With actually Jeremy Grant and Danny Adderall both out, so Shaedon Sharpe got the start. When everybody come back, he might just go back to the bench. But another good game here with 25 points. So if he's on the waiver wire for sure, if Chris Moore is on the waiver wire, maybe we can also stream him in the short term. Kamara, 19 points is great with 4 threes, and Scoot Henderson with everybody else. With a bunch of guys off the injured, he had a good one with 9 assists, 3 steals and a block, 12 points. Pretty happy with that if you have Scoot Henderson. And Anthony Simons, they're still playing him. And it's not crazy to, the Blazers right now, they won 4 straight. They are currently 4 games behind the Kings. I don't know if they have their own pick or not. They probably do. So they don't really have that many incentives to win. But it's good. They're winning games, and they got some good talent on this team, to be honest. Anthony Simons is very, very solid. Maybe defensively a little bit lacking. Scoot Henderson is pretty good. He's getting better. You have Donovan Killigan and Toumani Camara. Right? These guys are really pretty good, decent NBA players. And you have Benton also played 24 minutes. So they have a back-to-back coming up, and you have if Jeremy Grant, Danny Avdia, these guys are out for sure. You could stream these guys. But for the Brooklyn Nets, they got Cam Thomas back. They got him back. 16 points. Of course, if he's on the waiver wire, you obviously pick him up. I don't really expect good things out of him. This is the first game he's on a minute restriction. Eventually, he's going to play more minutes, but he's not going to play 35. They might give him the D'Lo treatment, right? Give him like 25 to 30 minutes. Killian Hayes, we need to roster him. For whatever reason, they are just giving him a lot of minutes. For whatever reason. 1 steal and a block, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds and 2 threes. I don't know why. I don't know why they're giving him such high minutes. So now with Cam Thomas back, Keon Johnson still played 29 minutes, but he could be droppable once Cam Thomas ramps up for sure. Claxton 23 minutes, didn't really do much, and Zaire Williams, again, typical fashion, they give some of these guys, they give 20 minutes to everybody. So Jalen Wilson got 23, Tyrese Martin got 24, De'Aaron Sharp, who went off last game because he got the start, he fouled out. But yeah, now we know if Claxton is ever out, De'Aaron Sharp is the guy. He's a must roster. Cameron Johnson hit 2 threes and not much else. Yeah, there's not much going on with the Brooklyn Nets because nobody really get to play 30 minutes consistently. The next game is the Miami Heat. Beat the Indiana Pacers. Impressive win for the Heat. That's good. Despite all that, the Heat are still competing for a playoff. While they are in the playoff, they're the 7th seed. If they can make it to the 6th seed, which it doesn't look like it, so they're going to have to win 1 game to get into the playoffs, which should be fine. Miles Turner, another great offensive night with 5 threes, 22 points. Siakam went crazy for 8 threes, 36 points, not enough. Tyrese Halliburton playing a lot better as of late. Another really good game, really, really good game. Because efficiency is amazing. He doesn't get to the free throw line. That's another issue for him. But he had 3 threes, 10 assists, and 4 steals, and only just 1 turnover. Andrew Nembhard popped off here. 11 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. We could always stream him, right? He gets good minutes for some assists, but most nights he's just not doing much. And Aaron Nesmith get 35 minutes. He's another guy that we could stream on the Pacers. We look at the Heat. Yeah, with Andrew Wiggins out, they gave more minutes to Haywood Highsmith and Duncan Robinson, but it's just too unpredictable, right? These Heat players. But if they have a back-to-back, Duncan Robinson for sure, we could stream him for some threes. I think Devon Mitchell needs to be rostered. I think he's probably a must roster. Really good assists, really good steals, and some blocks and threes. Right? He's not going to score a lot, but his minutes has been super, super high on this team. Tyler Hero with 29 points and 7 assists, added 3 threes. Yeah, that's great. Kel Ware, he has tremendous potential. We all know that. He just hasn't delivered. 12 rebounds and a steal, not much else. I guess at least his efficiency is great. And Bam Adebayo added 7 assists, 2 steals, and 18 points. That's a pretty good game from Bam. But Bam, moving forward, he's not a guy that we need to draft in the 3rd round, I don't think. He just doesn't do enough in the peripheral to give up peripheral numbers like steals and blocks. He used to, but not anymore. The next game is the Chicago Bulls beat the Toronto Raptors 125-115. The Bulls team they're in a weird spot. I mean, they're the 10th seed right now, and I know the Sixers they're trying really hard to get in. They're currently 3 games ahead of the Sixers, and now Embiid just announced that the news came out Embiid is going to be out for the season. But I think that actually helped the Sixers because Embiid was no good whenever he plays. So there's about 23, 24 games left. So the Sixers also going to make a push. 3 games is not impossible to catch. This is obviously a very tall task, and I think the Bulls might even have the tiebreaker. So they really need to catch up even more than that. And with this win, right, it helps for sure. Emmanuel Quickley, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists with 4 threes. Finally, a great game from Emmanuel Quickley. 7 for 8 from the line. Yeah, he got to get to the line more. And I don't know why they started giving RJ Barrett huge minutes. Even he was playing 40 minutes, then we need to roster him. 8 assists is great, 7 rebounds, 18 points, and most importantly, he went 1 for 1 from the free throw line. That's great. Scotty Barnes, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal and a block, 2 threes. Yeah, happy with that. Happy with his production. And Jacob Poeltl, good to see him back and playing, healthy. And then we have the Chicago Bulls team. How about Lonzo Ball? Let's pick him up and just, still. This game didn't really do much. Oh, he hit 4 threes and a steal. But Lonzo has been getting a lot of minutes. He's going to miss some back-to-backs, yes. But he's playing 34 minutes. And this game did not go to overtime, did it? It did. Oh, shoot, sorry. So it did go to overtime. So maybe before the overtime he was only getting 29 minutes. Okay, so that's fine. Zach Collins absolutely popped off. Yeah, we have to have him until Vucevic comes back. We don't know when that's gonna be, or um, I don't think we heard anything. But I don't think Vucevic is shut down for the season. So Zach Collins is just a stream player right now. Obviously, he's a plus 28. He's really good. Kobe White, 4 steals and 24 points and 2 threes. That's decent. And Josh Giddey continues to play basketball well. 12 assists, still on the block with 2 threes and 19 points. Yeah, I think ever since Zach LaVine started losing minutes or he's been playing really well. And he was struggling beginning of the season. He was playing sometimes only 25 minutes. There'll be games that he get benched toward the end of the games because you also have Lonzo, right? So, yeah, great. Now he gets to run the team, 12 assists. Moving on to the next one, this is a huge win for the New York Knicks, 114-113, because the narrative now is that they can't beat any good teams, and they beat a good team on the road. That's very impressive. Cat, another game with foul trouble, and Jalen Brunson, didn't play that well offensively, 23 points only, but 3 steals and a block is pretty huge. OG hit 4 threes, and Josh Hart was in some foul trouble, right? Mikal Bridges. So what's interesting is that Mitchell Robinson is his first game back. I don't really think he's going to play a lot of minutes, and I don't think, unless they play him and Cat together, then, because Cat is going to play 35 minutes, 33 minutes a night. So the center, he only gets 15. But 50 minutes of Mitchell Robinson where he doesn't have to worry about foul trouble, he could average 2 blocks. So pay attention to Mitchell Robinson if you need blocks in the fantasy playoffs, especially in category leagues, of course. Miles McBride surprisingly got 28 minutes. So I don't think we would trust this moving forward. I think really the only guy is Mitchell Robinson. Once he ramps up, if there's a back-to-back, you need some blocks, rebound, and field goal. Mitchell Robinson could be that guy. But what a great win for the Knicks, of course. For the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr. 18 points. The big three from the Grizzlies, they all did their thing. 25 minutes from Ja, but again, pretty bad efficiency, 9 for 22. Desmond Bane has been playing so much better as of late. Grabbed 12 rebounds, that's good, 4 assists and a steal, and 4 offensive rebound. Zach Giddey, the minutes just not there. But 11 rebounds and 2 blocks is pretty good. So he has some value, streaming value for sure, if they have a back-to-back, if you need some big man stats. But yeah, some games he would only play 15 minutes. So it's not guaranteed he would even play 20 every single game. Moving on to the next one, we got 3 more games. The next one is the New Orleans Pelicans lost to Phoenix. Well, Phoenix finally got a win, 125-108. And a bunch of guys are out. CJ McCollum was out. So Trey Murphy still playing 35 minutes. And Kelly Olynyk is a guy that we should be streaming for now. He's playing 25, 26 minutes. If he ever get to 30, he's obviously a must roster. We know how good he can be in fantasy category leagues, especially. He's a big man that can block shots, get steals, hit threes, get assists, and of course get rebounds. So Missy went off 11 for 14, 24 points, but I don't really trust him, to be honest, long term. If you need rebounds, yeah, you need to him. And Jordan Hawkins, yeah, if CJ McCollum is out, this guy can give you a lot of points and threes. So we should pay attention to him as well, Jordan Hawkins. And this game, Jose Alvarado is also out, so they started Bruce Brown. Yeah, if that's the case, Bruce Brown can also be streamed. Yeah, there's just a lot of guys out, and they obviously have nothing to play for. Zion Williamson is out as well. Actually, if Zion plays, Kelly Olynyk is not worth rostering. So we'll see if Zion gets shut down. Who knows? Kelly Olynyk could be a top 20 player in that week. For Phoenix, Bobo, we need to roster him. He has too much upside because of the blocks. And of course, he hit 5 threes, 25 points. Yeah, Phoenix, they are kind of desperate. They really need to figure out. First of all, they need to win games, right? Whatever works. And Bobo is putting up numbers, and yeah, and he hit 5. He can actually shoot as well. So let's see if it works. KD, very, very quiet game, but that's fine. They win the game. He was a plus 22. And Bradley Beal is still out. So what happens when Beal comes back? I think Tyus Jones is droppable if they start him. So enjoy while you can. Like, you can stream him right now. 6 assists and 3 threes is pretty good. And Devin Booker also had a quiet 9 because Mason Plumlee, he only had 6 points. Because Bobo had the most points. Just imagine you betting on Bobo to be the leading scorer of this game. If you bet $100, I don't think the odds even exist for Bobo to score the most points. What a game. What a game for him. The next one is the Minnesota Timberwolves. They don't have Anthony Edwards. They don't have Julius Randle. They don't even have Rudy Gobert. They barely lost to the Jazz. 116, 117. Some of the Timberwolves young guys, they are actually quite good. Like, better than Mike Conley. They really should think about giving some of these guys more minutes. Terrence Shannon Jr., very solid. 17 points here with 3 threes. Yeah, with everybody out, for sure, he could be streamed. Jaden McDaniels, he's carrying the load offensively too. Really good. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals and 2 threes. Amazing. But when everybody comes back, he's going to go back averaging, 10, 11 points and hit, 1 or 2 threes and get some defensive stats. It's not going to be this exciting. Same thing with Naz Reid. He played 41 minutes. He took 25 shots, only hit 10, 40% from the field is kind of rough. He's a big that does a lot of things on the perimeter. So his field goal is not that good, but added 3 steals and a block with 5 assists. Sheesh. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I remember this guy used to be a great guy offensively, but he only take 10 shots in 35 minutes, only have 12 points. So he just doesn't really take that many shots. Right, had a steal and a block as well. Dante DiVincenzo came off the bench. He's a must roster in my opinion. Because before he got hurt, he was getting minutes over Mike Conley. He was getting 30 minutes. So I like Dante DiVincenzo a lot. He hit 4 threes here, 5 assists too. So that's a great line from Dante. So yeah, let's pick him up and just see how things go with him. For the Utah Jazz, to be honest, they're just playing with everybody. The minutes distribution. John Collins, 29 points. He plays 1 game, sit out 3 games. Walker Kessler played 1 game and sit out 2. And he doesn't even get 30 minutes here. Played 26 minutes. A good game, 13 rebounds and steal and 2 blocks. No questions. Colin Sexton, they start him, gave him 17. Like, why? Jordan Clarkson, this game was out. So Isaiah Collier, absolutely must roster. 14 assists, 11 points, right? He's going to give you some steals as well. Field goal is going to be low, going to have a lot of turnovers, but he's a must roster. In this game, Keontae George only played 24 minutes, had 9 assists. In my opinion, Keontae George needs to be rostered. The minutes a little bit up and down, but I think, the assists, the threes, the scoring, they are very, very good. So I think we should roster him, keep rostering him. And a good win by this, young Jazz team, to be honest. Like, a lot of guys actually, this guy, Bryce Sensabaugh, if he gets 30 minutes, let's say they shut down Colin Sexton or whatever, right? Actually, out for season, then he has good value. Last game of the night, the 2 LA teams played each other, 108. The Lakers beat them 106, 102. The Lakers, they're just on the road right now. They're really, really good. And they're going for that 2nd seed. They're only 1 game behind Denver. Only 1 game, man. The Grizzlies, they just lost, right? Lakers about to be the 3rd seed. That means, if they're the 2nd or 3rd seed, that means they're going to play Denver in the 2nd round, which I'm not sure. For Lakers, because Denver always had their number, right? And OKC doesn't have a lot of playoff experience. Anyway, Kawhi Leonard had 21 points, somehow missed 4 free throws, but that's good. He's playing 37 minutes. Zubac, what a year from him. 27 points, 16 rebounds in the block. Crazy good. James Harden really struggled. Shooting the basketball here, 1 for 10, but 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, 7 for 7 from the free throw line, 18 points. Yeah, With Harden, if you punting field goal and you punting turnovers, you're great. Chris Dunn, right now, we just have to roster him. 6 assists, 4 steals, and 9 rebounds. Come on. And they really trust his defense, so they're giving him a lot of minutes. Meanwhile, Bogdanovic and Ben Simmons, we know if these guys get 30 minutes, they're going to put up some numbers, but they're not. And they still don't have Norman Powell back. So, yeah, it's hard to hold on to these guys. I just stream. Short term, try to stream these guys. For LA, LeBron, 28 points, 13 assists, 13 rebounds. Amazing. Luka, still struggling with his efficiency, but got to the line 11 times. That's great, 31 points. But Luka was a minus 13 though. It's really the Lakers' bench. Jared Vanderbilt was a plus 20. Luka also had 5 fouls with 6 turnovers. Luka is still struggling. I think on this team, like just learning how to be, learn how to play well. With LeBron and with Austin Reeves. I think Austin Reeves left the game. That's also a big loss for the Lakers, but it's okay. When you have LeBron and Luka healthy, it's not that big of a loss. And Jackson Hayes, I don't think he's a must roster. He just doesn't play enough minutes because they go small a lot of the times. And Dorian Finney-Smith and Rui Hachimura, for sure, these two guys. And now that Austin Reeves is out, they're going to get a lot of minutes, but just typical 3-and-D players. If they get a bunch of defensive stats, that would be great. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.